Hello? Am I the only one who did not like how season 1 of the Umbrella Academy ended? Ciao. I'm so comfortable. Anyways, welcome back. So today, like I said, we are going to be talking about the Umbrella Academy season 1. Reason being because season 2 is about to start and I'm excited for it. I live for this show. I was very disappointed with a few things, but I'll get into that later. Right now, I'm just going to give you a rundown of the characters, well, the main characters, not everyone that's in the show. Ciao. So it's surrounding 7 siblings. So you have Luther, Diego, Allison, Klaus, number 5, Ben, and Vanya. Luther, I believe, is the eldest. He's considered number 1. That's his name, number 1. And he's like the eldest one of the group. I believe his superpowers are super strength. I'm still trying to figure it out. And then you have Diego. Diego's a little badass. I think Diego has really good fighting. Allison is the eldest sister of the group, and her abilities are pretty much mind control. She could basically whisper something to you to tell you to do it, and then you'll do it. You're convinced that that's what you wanted to do, and you're gonna do it. So that's Allison. We have Klaus. I love him. He could speak to the dead. And then we have number 5. Number 5 is the space jumper. He's a time traveler. He goes wherever he wants. But he's the cool kid. Like, I like him, right? I like Klaus in him. Then we have Ben. I don't really know much about Ben in season 1, but I'm gonna just give you my view of Ben. Ben is an alien. The reason why I say he's an alien is because he turns into something that's not human form. That's all I got. I got nothing else with Ben. I'm pretty sure I missed bits and pieces of his character development, but I don't know anything about Ben. All I know is that him and Klaus are really close. And then you have Vanya. I don't like her. I don't like her. If you continue to watch this, you'll know why I don't like her. I really don't like this girl. Like, oh my god. So as far as the production of the show, I love it. I love the way that they told the story. I loved how it played out. I liked that there was great character development throughout the season. Almost every episode, there was character development for each person. So you got to see why they were the way they are currently, or what happened in the past, what's happening as they're adults, when they were children, stuff like that. So I actually liked the character development, so I'm here for it. Okay. The way the story was written, the problem for me is I did not like how the story ended. To me, they gave us such a build-up, like an anticipation. The world is gonna end, and it's gonna be this bad thing, like it's gonna be catastrophic. And I was really disappointed. I was disappointed in how it ended. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I was happy it ended the way when it ended. I was like, that's it? That's her superpower? I thought it was gonna be something else. Maybe that's just setting us up for season 2. But I did not like how the show ended. I loved how it began. I loved the character development. I loved each character separately, except Vanya. I didn't like her. I didn't feel sorry for her, to be honest with you. I didn't like her. It was just like, she just was not a likable character. I don't know if it's because of the actress that played her, but I did not think she was a likable character. Like, she was so annoying. Oh my gosh, no one loves me. You guys don't love me. And then she finds a man that says he loves her, and all of a sudden, she's loved. I didn't understand the relationship that Diego had with the mom. It was weird to me here on out. I believe you will have some spoilers. I can't do this without a spoiler alert. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get into Luther. When the show starts, I believe he was on the moon on a mission. We don't know why he's there. He's just there. He's this big guy, big burly guy. He's just on the moon, just doing stuff. The show starts with him getting a phone call that his dad died. And that's how everything starts. So for me, I saw Luther as like the head of the family, figurehead, you know. He's the eldest. What he says goes, or so he thinks. He's the one that I believe had the closest relationship with the father because he was the eldest and he stayed with him the longest. I did not like when Luther and Allison were an item. That was so weird to me. Oh my gosh, I was like, oh my god, they like each other? But you're brother and sister. I was just like, That's why I kind of understood why the father sent him away. But like, no ma'am. That's incest. I don't really care what anyone says. Your siblings, stop. The billionaire pretty much raised them to be, I want to say, superheroes / crime fighters. He didn't raise them as loving father. He was pretty much a dictator, training them to get their abilities out and stuff like that. Allison has serious daddy issues. I mean, they all do, but she was the one that wanted the attention and the love from him. I believe that's just because she was sensitive. Then there's Vanya. Listen, oh my god, I'm watching it right now. Like, she pisses me off so much. I don't like Vanya. I'm gonna spend this entire video saying I don't like Vanya. Like, I really don't. I was made to believe that she did not have any powers. So we are introduced to her being the only kid that lives in a house with no powers. She boring. He kept drilling into her, you're not special, there's nothing special about you. You are not like the others. This is what the father said to her throughout the entire season when they showed flashbacks of when she was young and stuff like that. So I get it. She was made to feel a bit inferior, so she grew up having a complex. She didn't want to do anything to stand out because she was always told that she wasn't special. This bitch. It also appeared to me that she was kind of like the peacekeeper when the older siblings had their temper tantrums. She would kind of talk them down and stuff like that. So I could see how she was effective in the show. I'm number 5. We don't know much about number 5 outside of the fact that he went missing. But then later into the show, when he came back around, we realized that he was a time jump. So he went off, he was missing for a couple of years, like 16, 15 years. He was living wherever he was living. We have Cha-Cha and Hazel. These two are hilarious. They're like henchmen. They're funny. They were after 5. So we see them on their journey. Even their characters got developed a little bit as to how they become partners. The relationship that they have with each other is hilarious. I love Cha-Cha and Hazel. I love it. So Diego is this little badass where like the vigilante of the group. That's who he is. So his character development was actually really good to see because you never realized that he had a soft spot until you realized how he was as a child. And then as he grew older, the relationships he tried to have and stuff like that. So throughout the entire show, Klaus has been high, like super high. And then you never understood why. You just thought it was just medication and he's just hopped up on drugs and stuff like that. But as the story progressed, you realize it's because he actually speaks to the dead and he speaks to all of them. He can conjure them up, he can visit them when he wants, he could touch a picture and go where his memory takes him. So he was dealing with a lot of emotional baggage. But once he became sober, he could see clearly, right? Pretty much, that's pretty much his character. And it was fun. Like, it was fun to watch. You felt sorry for him in certain instances, but, well, I did. I don't know about anyone else, but I did. His character developed greatly throughout the series, which is amazing. Ben. I don't know much about Ben. I feel like every time I watch this, because I've watched this more than once, every time I watch this show, I feel like I still don't know who Ben is. I know Ben was one of the kids, and I believe he may have died. I don't know how. I think I missed that. But he has a really good relationship with Klaus because Klaus speaks to the dead. He's the only one that can communicate with them. Spoiler. Am I supposed to say spoiler before I say these things? Spoiler alert. I feel like his character wasn't fully developed, or I missed it. So you have Leonard. Leonard is Vanya's boyfriend. Leonard is this kid. He was introduced to us later in the story. He had pretty much his own episode, why he became the way he was. So his character got developed. He's pretty much the guy that told Vanya that he loved her, and he forced her powers out of her. Pretty much ended with them resetting, which is the build-up for season 2. This is my wrap-up for my season 1 of The Umbrella Academy by Netflix. It's a very good show. I suggest that you watch it if you haven't watched it. I'm sorry if I gave you spoilers. I really am. Season 2 is coming out. I'm super excited. So once it drops on Friday, I am going to be binge watching it, and then I'll come out with another wrap-up review of the season, my thoughts on the character development, things I didn't like, things I liked, stuff like that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.